There have been plenty of K-pop idols who got blacklisted in Korea after their scandals. Some of them changed their lives completely, and some are still trying to find their way back into the industry. Let's begin with a group that was blacklisted not for any wrongdoing, but for political reasons. A few months before her impeachment in 2016, the government of the former South Korean president Park Geun-hye created a list of names of over 9,400 artists and celebrities that got banned from being promoted in Korea. Even though everyone was aware that the list existed, the names of the people affected by it were revealed 2 years later in May of 2018. The list was created to stop certain artists from getting government help. The group 24K were the only idol group to be included on the list, much to everyone's shock. According to the group members themselves, the blacklist might have happened because of their support towards Moon Jae-in's campaign in 2012. They were heavily involved in the campaign too, as they participated in one of the campaign songs with producer Kim Hyung-suk and in a campaign commercial. They didn't think much of it at the time, except that they were exercising their freedom of free speech. The fact that they were blacklisted in Korea forced them to promote their music in the West, and so far it's going pretty okay for them. The ban was lifted once Park Geun-hye was impeached, and ever since then, the group has gone through many lineup changes and even a rebrand. Let's hope that this is the last time we hear of a group being blacklisted because of their political opinions. It looks like Kim Jung-hoon of the male duo group Yoochun has also realized that pursuing a career in Korea is useless, so he has resorted to promoting overseas. For all of you that aren't aware, Kim Jung-hoon had an issue with drunk driving in 2011, which led to the loss of his license. Back then, he had apologized, acknowledged that everything had been his fault, and vowed to never do it again. Well, he ended up doing the same thing in December of 2023 when he got in trouble with the police due to his refusal to take a breathalyzer test. This happened after he had crashed into another car as he was changing lanes. The accident caused the other driver to sustain minor injuries, which led to Jung-hoon being charged with causing injuries under the Special Act on the Settlement of Traffic Accidents. Because of how strict the public is about DUI scandals, Jung-hoon is very well aware that he can't continue his career in Korea, so he's holding fan meetings in Japan. He claims to be reflecting on his mistakes since many people support him, but who knows what he's really doing. Now, we can move on to all the idols that were blacklisted due to their bad relationship with SM Entertainment. These idols either filed lawsuits against the company or got kicked out of their groups, which led to them being blacklisted. Well, not officially, but the idols have said more than enough to imply that they had a hard time promoting in Korea. JYJ basically paved the way for artists suing SM. In July 2009, the three members of the group, Kim Jun-soo, Kim Jae-jung, and Park Yoochun, created a stir by filing a lawsuit against SM claiming unfair terms in their contracts. In October 2009, the trio got a temporary contract break, but the legal battle officially ended in November 2012 after both sides agreed to drop their lawsuits and not interfere with each other's career. Despite everything, SM allegedly still did their best to make it impossible for the members to have a career in the industry. But how is that going right now? After Jun-soo was discharged from the military, he kept busy by organizing fan signs, concerts, and even returned to the stage and took parts in musicals. He has also released 3 comebacks, started promoting under the name Shia, and founded his own agency, so we can say that he's been doing pretty well and that the ban has been lifted for him. Jae-jung has been having a harder time though. After being blacklisted, he turned his focus to acting, as he got roles in dramas like Dr. Jin and Triangle. However, he didn't appear much in entertainment shows on big TV channels due to the blacklistment, so it was difficult for him to promote properly. From 2018, he focused on his Japanese audience as he released several albums, held a tour, and even won awards in Japan. He started slowly coming back to the entertainment scene of his home country, as for the first time in 10 years, Jae-jung came back to Korean entertainment shows by being a panelist on the 2nd season of Taste of Love in 2019. In 2020, he released his first Korean album in 4 years and has been busy since then. He also went back to appearing on MBC programs after 14 years of being absent, and even started his own web series called J-Friends, in which he invites different idols and interviews them. He has also established his agency In Code, for which he received celebratory flowers from SM, and that was a pretty clear sign that their long-lasting beef has been squashed. As for Park Yoochun, well, we'll get to his messy situation in a second, but first let's look at a similar case to Jae-jung's. Super Junior's Han Gang got blacklisted for the same reason, but he has left the idol life completely behind, as he's now active as an actor in China. The former EXO members Luhan, Tao, and Chris left the group and SM after filing a lawsuit against the company in an attempt to terminate their contracts, which led to them being unofficially blacklisted. Since then, Luhan has continued to release music, act in dramas and movies, and appear as a mentor in survival shows. Tao has gone the same path and has also opened his company L Tao Entertainment, as well as a restaurant and an architecture and design company. As for Chris, well, the only known thing at the moment is that he will spend more than 10 years in prison for various crimes that he was found found guilty of. Now let's talk about Park Yoochun. He didn't even need to have problems with SM Entertainment because he got blacklisted due to his actions and his actions alone. In 2016 and 2017, he was accused of SA by 4 different women but was then cleared of the charges. In 2019, Yoochun was arrested for suspected substance use. He was also accused of trying to hide evidence by coloring and shaving his body hair before taking a substance test. The court found him guilty and he got a 10-month suspended prison sentence and a 1.4 million won fine, and this made him announce his early retirement, a promise he didn't end up keeping. 2 years later, in 2021, he had problems with 2 different companies, which led to him being banned from appearing on TV and continuing any activities in the entertainment industry by the Seoul Central District Court. In addition to all these, he was also accused of evading 490 million Korean won in taxes, so you can guess what his reputation is like in South Korea. However, this doesn't seem to have stopped him from trying to get money from his fans, at least the ones that are overseas. Since he's banned from appearing on TV or promoting in Korea, he's been holding fan meetings in Japan which have been relatively successful. It's not all that surprising that even an idol with so many scandals is still holding fan meetings, but the prices for these events have been straight up offensive. It's reported that the prices for tickets ranged from about $154 for regular seats to a hefty sum of $335 for premium seating. Yoochun has also become a controversial topic after it was discovered that he's been promoting in Thailand, as he has seemingly fully taken advantage of his rumored girlfriend's status and reputation in the country. But it didn't last long, as his super rich girlfriend allegedly ditched him. Something tells us that this is not the last time that we hear about him. It looks like Seungri and Choi Jong-hoon, who were heavily involved in the Burning Sun scandal, are hoping for help from their fans outside of their home country to keep their careers going. In 2019, Jong-hoon got a 2-year and 6-month prison sentence for being part of a group that hurt a drunk woman and recorded it illegally. He finished his sentence and was released in November 2021. The fact that he's a literal convicted criminal hasn't stopped people from supporting him though, which is why he has started being more active in Japan, or at least he's been trying to. Jong-hoon has started his own channel called Hunia on Japan's Fanicon platform. In a message to his followers, he mentioned that since it's been 5 years since he last talked to fans, he wants to show them everything about him, from what he wants to do from now on to his personal life. Fanicon is an online platform where fans pay a $4 subscription fee to interact with their favorite celebrities, and to have someone like Jong-hoon join the platform has caused a lot of ruckus, with many thinking he shouldn't come back into the public eye after such a horrible scandal. Lastly, Seungri played a big role in the 2019 Burning Sun scandal, and once the investigation ended, he was facing 9 charges. In May 2022, the Supreme Court concluded he was guilty and gave him a 1-year and 6 months prison sentence. He served his time in military prison but was transferred to a regular one once the sentence was confirmed. Seungri got out in February last year and has been living life as if nothing happened. He was seen mingling with celebrities during the Formula One weekend in Singapore and spotted all over Southeast Asia, like at clubs in South Korea, dining in Kuala Lumpur, and having drinks with an Indonesian influencer in October 2023. He also recently organized a packed fan meeting in Cambodia as a celebration for his own birthday. As if he isn't disliked enough, he also mentioned that he would like to bring G-Dragon along to the country someday, which has driven netizens crazy. It's concerning how many celebrities are putting more attention on fans outside Korea to keep making money and avoid facing criticism from the Korean public.